Hello everyone, I hope you had a great day today. I want to go through and continue with the review of the study guide. I want to remind you, if you are not sending me your daily notes from the videos, you will not get credit for those videos. Once you get down to 50%, there's no sense in sending them to me because they're really not any good. Okay, we talked about the quarrel the other day, and now we're going to talk about Hector and Andromache. What does Andromache ask Hector and why? She asked him not to go into battle any longer. She has no other family besides him and cannot bear to see him killed. Why won't Hector do what Andromache wishes? He says he must fight, or he would be ashamed when he faced their people. He says he has fought all his life and would be unable to stop leading men into battle. Being first in battle, being brave, and earning honor for his father and himself. He also implies that he must fight to protect them as long as it is possible to do so. Now, you will have a test. I gave you the option of doing the vocabulary test, turning it into me today, but it definitely has to be in by tomorrow, only because I forgot to send it out first thing this morning. So tomorrow is perfectly fine. Then on Friday, you will have an open book test. You'll be tested over the quarrel, and you're also going to be tested over just a little bit about what the epic is. The quarrel and Hector and Andromache is what you're going to be tested over. Okay, that is the end of the study guide and the review. And what we're going to do real quickly now is go over a few more note-taking tips that I like to give you so that when you go into high school, it will be a lot easier for you in keeping yourself organized. If you're not organized, you can drown very quickly, okay? Now, I talked about a few things. The next thing is to review your notes early and often. Don't necessarily have to wait. You don't necessarily have to wait to the day before an exam to review your notes. If you take just a couple minutes, 5 minutes every day to read your notes, you'll be surprised at how much you recall come the time for the test and study time. Okay, so review pretty often, all right? Also, paraphrase information. Don't copy word for word. It's going to be very hard trying to get a lot of information and copying things word for word. Just put in little gaps. If you don't understand something, just write a little mark there, make a little mark, and you can maybe ask the teacher later on about it or a friend and see if they got that information. Separate your main ideas from the details. Structure the content in a way that makes it easy for you to quickly identify and quickly be able to go back and study the information. Review it, either highlight things, color code it. I mentioned in one of my other classes on a video that I used to be in business and I would color code everything. When I had to teach a state licensing exam, I would color code it one color. Then when I did the company I worked for, theirs would be a different color. If I had an appointment, I color coded everything. So when I looked at my calendar, I saw exactly what I knew, and it sparked exactly remembrances in my brain on what I needed to do and how quickly I needed to cover things. So color code your information, highlight things. Okay, if I could show you my computer screen, you would see that I have different things highlighted as well. Okay, so another thing to do is not to worry about using complete sentences. Some of you are trying to give me complete sentences. Some of you are just giving me a word or two as well, which is, you need more information than that. You can use fragments. You don't have to worry about it being grammatically correct. It's so you can understand. Ensure that your notes are correct before you study. If you're studying incorrect information, you're not going to pass a test. You can say, but I studied, but if your information is incorrect, it's not going to help you. So make sure your information is correct. If you're not positive about getting the notes that you got, put a question mark in the margin. Use diagrams, bullet points, whatever you need to. Also make sure your handwriting is neat enough that you can read your own handwriting. And lastly, keep your notes organized in a notebook or a binder or a folder of some sort. Okay, we will have remember, tomorrow I want your vocabulary test turned in, and on Friday we will have an open book test. So tomorrow evening, well, Friday morning, you will not have a video to watch. This is the last one for you for the week. Thank you. Have a good night.